Let's create a colored pencil theme in my catch-all planner. Hello everyone and welcome back to Quantity Plans. Today I'm going to be planning in my Happy Planner student layout planner that I use as my catch-all planner for the week of August 11th through August 17th. And I'm going to be using the Designer Chameleon Colored Pencil Sticker Collection. This week is back to school here where I live, so I decided to go ahead and create a back to school theme with the colored pencil sticker collection from Designer Chameleon. This is the deco sheet. It has the colored pencils and colored pencil shavings and erasers and pencil pouch. All these stickers are hand drawn by Mandy, the shop owner. And then I have these colored pencil header boxes bullet points. And then I have another deco sheet just in case I need two. This is the days sheet. So this is kind of like colored pencil in the background with the days of the week here. And then these are actual little colored pencils with the days of the week in front and the date dots, along with a header boxes sheet. Now this is the same as this. I've actually purchased this sticker collection before. I loved it so much I bought it a second time, but I had these left over from the last time, so I thought I would bring these in along with these. So these are the header boxes that come with the kit. And then these are the colored pencil quotes. You'll see here that there's some parts of the sticker sheet missing. I've used stickers from here before, and these are the ones I had left over. So these are the two quotes I still have. This one says, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And this one down here says, "Broken crayon, still color." And then this is not part of the collection, but I thought it paired nicely with the colors here. This is the Designer Chameleon Pastel Clips. So these are paper clips and just actual clips down here at the bottom. I thought maybe I could incorporate these somehow. And I also brought in this washi that has a lot of the colors from the stickers, so we'll see how we add that. Now, I am gonna start with redating. Now, this planner I had to redate starting in July because this was an old planner that I was repurposing. So I'm gonna have to go through and take off these dates. Let me see, I'm gonna do one here just so you guys can see what I'm gonna end up doing, and then I'll do the rest off camera. That way you guys don't have to watch me do this because it is gonna take a long time. So first thing I have to do is pick what I'm going to use. I'm gonna use the swatches here. I'm gonna save these days of the week for my social media planner. On Thursday, I'm gonna be posting a video from my social media planner, and I'm also gonna use some of the stickers from this collection, but from some other sticker sheets as well. So I'm gonna save these for that. So we're gonna take the Monday here, put it over, and then we'll need an 11. Let's see. Here we are. We'll put the 11 on top. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use the rest of these swatches here for the rest of the week, and then I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and I already went ahead and labeled the top days of the week with the date dots. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to white out this weekend adventure section. Looks like I ran out of white out, so let me go ahead and get a new one and I'll be right back. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to white this weekend adventures out. And then I'm going to also take my white Uniball Signo and I'm gonna get rid of these lines here as well. Let's see, yeah. I don't use the white out that I use to white out the words here on the lines just because the lines are really small and I don't want that big thickness of the white out to show. So for things like this that are really thin and small, it's good for me to go ahead and use this pen instead. Now we also have tax-free weekend going on here in Texas, so the kids going back to school this week, and also tax-free weekend, actually not this weekend, but the weekend before. So like the days of the 10th, 9th, and 8th were tax-free weekend actually. All right, so we've got that. While we're waiting for that to go ahead and dry, I am going to also white out this here the upcoming, and then the weekly tracker. I'm going to use this area as another space to be able to decorate, as I don't use the tracker here in this planner. Okay. And then we've got these, but I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to go ahead and bring in these. I'm going to follow the same colors that are here at the top of the page like that. I'm going to put these bullet points down here on the left hand side. So here we have green. Next in that order would be this blue. Then this coral color. It's more like a red, I think, on that one. Okay, and then here the light blue. Then this orange. All right, move that to the side here. Now we can bring in a quote as well. I don't know where I had the quote. Here they are. I think broken crayons still color, I think, or maybe the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. I don't know if that'll fit all here. Maybe it will. I'm just gonna have to make it go all the way down here. Let me see if we can squeeze it in there. So I know this sticker comes like this, but we wouldn't do that. So we can put the soul. So let's go ahead and cut. So it'll be the soul. Bring this up here and start there. The soul becomes dyed. I think, I don't know if that'll even fit. No, becomes will have to be there by itself, though that word's kind of long. Let's see, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Okay. The color of, no, I thought I could fit 3 words, but it'd be too tight. Or would it? Yeah. So we'll do the color. We'll go here. Yeah, the color. Okay, I'm gonna have to white that out as well. So I can put this down properly. Using the white Uniball Signo again. Okay. Wonder if I can put this down even if that's not dried yet. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna cut its out as well. Its thoughts. There we go. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. There we go. And then we are going to put some of this for deco, some of the flowers. So let's grab this one, and maybe the small blue one. Something like this, like a cluster. I don't even know if I can fit that in here, to be honest. We'll try our best. Okay. We are gonna have to cut a little bit off of the bottom, but that's okay. It's not too much. Okay, looks good. Now I think that the right-hand side is dried, so we can go ahead and continue. We're going to bring in our functional boxes here. So let's go ahead and put this long green one down right in here. Right here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one across about here. We're gonna share the spot there. And this one will go up here. Okay, that did not go down straight. I have to lift it back up. I don't know why it didn't go down straight. I even put it down. Okay, there we go. So we got the right hand side done. We went over to the left. Do this here. And this one over here. And the purple one will go right in the middle of all that. Okay, about here. And I do need to put in trash and recycle. So I'm going to use, instead of just the regular bullet points, I'm going to use these flowers for that. So we're going to use the red ones because I have 2 of those for the trash day, and this week is a recycle week. So the reds will be for trash, and then the blue one here, because I only have 1 of these, will be for recycle. Okay. All right, so we've got our functionals in. Let's see, let me bring these in here with the rest. So what I do when I'm going through sticker sets and collections and stuff like that is when I start running out of stickers, I like to condense them all. And I do that just so that I am able to use all the stickers and not forget about any of them. So here we are. Probably use these in here somewhere. Move this to the side. I don't need that right now. All right, so I want to use a pencil cup for sure here. Actually, you know what? I want to bring in some of this washi first. Let me do that. So I'm going to cut some off just like this because I've noticed, because my washi is so old, that the parts that are at the end, they get dried up, and when that happens, they don't stick really well on the page. So in order to prevent that from happening, that's why I cut that. It helps with the sticky. Okay, now let me grab my Live Love Posh washi cutter here. And we're going to just cut that off here, and then we're going to add some of that here at the top as well, but not on the Monday, just Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. There we go. We got a little of that in there. Now we can put this down as well. Love that. Looks so cute. Okay. And then we can do pencil bag, I think would be a good addition there. Up here, we're gonna do this pencil shaving, I think. But let's bring in some of this. So we'll do like that. Okay. And we can use this like as a box, that's what I'm thinking, because we can write inside of here. So let's do like that. And then we'll just kind of clean up this edge. We'll get rid of this part here. Okay, that looks cool, I think. I'm gonna do some of these florals actually, like in a row. Let's do that. No, I'll just do one there. And I already have purple here, but I don't have that yellow. Let me switch it out for the yellowish floral. There we go. And then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add one of these pencil shavings. Actually, it would make for something more interesting for it to be at the bottom, right? Not two next to each other. So I'm gonna keep this box where it is. I'm just gonna move it up so I can put the pencil shaving at the bottom instead of the top. This is one thing I really like about designer chameleon stickers. The sticker quality is so good that even if you reposition like I'm doing now, no matter what kind of paper you have, it's just gonna peel up and move for you however you need it to. Okay, there's that. And then we're gonna add this down here, kind of midway as well. There we go. So we have a writing space here, we have a writing space there. And see, on this side, we don't have any purple. So here is where we can put that purple floral. And actually, we'll do this one up there too. Right here. And we have this pink one, and we have this yellow one. We can put one on each corner. Now I don't want to do, let's see here, I don't want to do pink on pink, so that basically tells us how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do maybe like that, and then we'll do the pink one at the bottom here, like that. Awesome. And then we're not done here. Let me get one of these designer chameleon stickers because I have not put one down just yet. Maybe here. I'll do it here. Move this to the side. Now we have a swatch here, so let's do one over here as well. And I think it would work well to be here. That's as straight as it's gonna get, I think. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna cut this one to make it an angle. Looks good. And see if I can lift this and kind of layer it like I did this one. That'll be the goal. I think I need to lift this blue one just a little bit more in order to get the layering effect that I would like. There it is, there it goes. However, if you guys see here, it's taking off some of that whiteout I put earlier, so I'm gonna try to reapply, see if it works. Okay, all right. So we're good on that. Now let's try to get a couple of these paper clips in. Okay, I think I have a perfect spot for one of these paper clips right over here where this quote is. We can do a green right here, just like that. However, if I'm doing that, you're not gonna be able to write here, so I am gonna have to remove this. But that's okay, and I'm going to have to white this out. Okay, just so it doesn't look weird. Okay, now let's try to add a few of these into the mix. Okay, do a blue one there, and then we can do a green one over here. Kind of angled like that one was. Something's already on here, so we're good. Let's do this big purple one on here, and then that means we can move up the flower a little bit. And right about here. I'm sorry that this video is becoming a little long, but as I'm seeing things, I'm like, oh wait, I can do this. Oh wait, I can do that. So hope you guys enjoy a longer video this week. Now I did add washi over here, but I didn't add it over here. I needed to do that. So let me figure out how I'm going to add that. Okay, I think we're gonna add some here and here. So let me just lift the bottoms of these stickers. They're not gonna be moved. They're just going to be lifted while I layer underneath them. Let me just lift them up completely. Okay, so we're going to do like this. And add the other stickers we took off right back on top. All right, oops. take our designer chameleon sticker right in here, and then our flower, put it back in here as well. There we go. Now we have some of that washi tape. I have to put the washi at the top too, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove this flower and I'll put it back on once the washi is on. So I'm going to remove this one and also this one. That way we can get some washi here on the page. Okay, right in here. And then do a little bit of a cut and bring the flowers back in. So we're gonna do like this and this one like that. Okay, let's see, do we want to add anything else? I think we should do, since we have a sharpener and some shavings, we can do a sharpener and some shavings over here. So let's do this right in here and some shavings. Maybe like this now. Like that. And like this. Maybe not 3, just 2. There we go. Something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and take one last look here to make sure everything I need to be on the page for this week is here. And I'm gonna take one last look here, and it looks like everything I need is on the page. So I think that this spread is ready for a week of catch-all planning. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like, subscribe, and notification button. That way you may be notified of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I can't wait to see you guys all in the next one. Bye.